Hello traders, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. It has been a rough week, however, regardless, move again, we continue with our videos. So before I start this one, I'm going to review a little bit the US oil trade. So US oil, remember, we had anticipated a sell, which indeed happened. We had a sale up to here around 100 and US oil give us 100 and how many pips from the first zone. Remember, we had two zones, so the first zone here gave us 118, that is around 120 pips, and then after giving us that, it started retracing. So it has broken this supply zone after reacting, and what I'm expecting is very simple. US oil is now going to this supply zone. After breaking this, definitely we're going up, and I told you guys, if we do not sell from here, we're going to sell from here. We sold from here a little bit, respect this mini demand zone, and now we are heading up with this engulfing candle that broke this supply zone. We are heading up here. So how are you going to take advantage of this? Simple. You're going to mark this area here, this one here, like that. You can drop down to the 1 hour. Let me see on the 2 hour if something is visible. No, it's the 1 hour. So you can drop down the 1 hour to just refine this to the candle bodies there. So after the breakout structure here, I've been making higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high. So after the breakout structure here, that means this is the area we are buying from to take us to the upside. So this is where we are going to, around 200 pips to the upside, and then we shall be expecting to sell like our Alchemist strategy told us. So that is for US oil. I wanted to go to US oil a little bit, and then we can come back to Euro card for the Alchemist strategy. Where is my Euro card? Where's the Euro card? Euro USD Euro card. Where is the Euro card, guys? Oh no, this is what is this pair? Was just here. It is here. Okay, so I'll just go to the weekly time frame. Remember, we start from the weekly time frame with Alchemist Badman strategy. So you start from the weekly time frame. So where are we going to be focusing? We're going to be focusing in this area here. There's a bearish candle, an indecision candle, and engulfing bullish candle which breaks the previous structure. So we are going to mark the indecision candle. Where is the wick? I'm going to mark the indecision candle like that. After, I'm just going to put a line in the candle that I expect to trade, which is this one, because no, it is this one here. Yes, it is that one, because this is the bullish engulfing candle. So after that, you shall drop down to the lower time frame, that is the daily, to refine the zone. So when you come down to the daily, this is what you see. So I'll mark the closing price of this daily candle and the last low that price reached on this daily candle as my demand zone, and this demand zone is also has a rally, a base, a rally which breaks the previous structure. So now price opened the next week from here, ranged a little bit, not reach down. In the next week, price dropped down significantly, coming to retest this zone, and I want you to see something here. Price tapped in. This is 1 day, 2, 3, 4, 5. Price literally spent a full week under this area here. So after that 1 week in that area, the next week price opened up and then started going up. However, that is not where we would have gotten the trade from. We would drop down the lower time frames to get those sniper tight entries, because we don't want to enter with big stop losses. So you would come and then mark this candle here, that one, like that. So on the 4 hour, this week we did not touch the zone. Price went up, then when it came back, it landed into the zone very well, rejecting the zone, going up, sat into the zone, rejected, went up, dropped down, sat into the zone again, and then started going to the upside. But we started from the weekly time frame to get that trade, which we finally executed on the 4 hour, and now it has given the first level target would have been here, 1:4, 174 pips. It has gone up to 200 pips for that matter. Okay, so what does this teach you? It teaches you, one, patience, and two, that the alchemist strategy deals with precision, better than anything else. So with that precision, that means you're going to be getting super tight entries with the low risk to reward, with the low risk and high reward for that matter. So I think that is that. I would like to go through one of the trades that we had. I think this is GFJPY. GFJPY, you can see it, guys. I don't know what happened with GFJPY, but the zone that I expected to buy from is this one. However, when you look down, there is something like, let me just remove everything. There is something like a demand zone down, and that is the last demand zone. If price does not buy from this area, then we are in for a long-term downtrend. If price is not buying from this area, then we are in for a long-term downtrend, because then I mark that very well. And remember, there was a jump here, so price has compensated that jump, and you know that a demand zone or supply zone with a jump is always a good zone. So now this is the area that I thought price was going to buy from. So price reacted perfectly, but it did not go far. However, so after breaking that, violating that zone, price now is ranging to the downside. So how do you take advantage of this? Simple. People who can buy right now, as of the time of watching the video, they can, though the stop loss will be big, around 45 pips, and target the previous high, which is risk to reward of 1:3, that is 144 pips to the upside. However, because when you look at this, we have a good demand zone of this is, let me put my line here. You see, this is the previous resistance, broken, turned into support, then price made a higher high. So when price comes back to this area, we expected it to buy. However, anything can happen in trading, so you have to always be ready for that. So I expect price to buy from this area. However, it is still ranging at the zone, so let's just wait and see what price action is going to be doing. I think on the 6 hour it has to be clear. However, I do not have the package for the 6 hour, so I'm waiting to see if price is gonna buy from that area. It is a good zone. I'm just waiting to see if price is gonna respect that area and buy to the upside. So let's just wait and see. If you are not yet into the trade, you can take advantage of it, and then we see. Okay, so I'll proceed to another trade that I think makes sense. This is Euro GBP. It is near there. So Euro GBP also, I don't know. Euro GBP has this is a previous resistance that has been broken, turned into support with a very good demand zone. However, it is playing around this demand zone, and whenever you see price action ranging around the demand zone without leaving, you just know that zone is in trouble. But it is a very good zone, one of those zones that would trade any day, any time. But remember, this is resistance broken, turns into support, and then price makes another higher high going upside. So price, when it comes back to this area, we buy. So we want to buy, however, price action is resisting our buys, and you see it has sat into here very well, but it is refusing to go to the upside. However, the moment it accepts to go to upside, we are in for good moves. It is a good zone. Nothing is missing from there. We're just waiting for price action to respect the area and buy. Yeah, taking some water. So just waiting for price action to respect the area and buy, like it respected here. Respected this area very well and bought to the upside. So you're expecting the same, and then this time if we are buying, the first level target is here, but the second level target is up here. 80 pips, that is 1:4.9, that is almost 1:5. So we are just waiting for price to tell us what it wants to do. We hope that zone holds, and then we proceed to the upside. So that is Euro GBP. Those are the two pairs I wanted to talk about. So people who have not subscribed to the channel, guys, kindly subscribe to the channel. The moment we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be putting every subscriber on that channel in a Telegram group. So I'll be giving you free signals for appreciation. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you be part of the community. It is midnight. Actually, it is going to 1 when I'm making this video. So I'm too tired, but I hope I've given you the information that you require. If you also learned something from the video, kindly do like the video. So that is all for today. That is all for now. Let's meet in another video, probably tomorrow. Bye.